Welcome back. This is John Locke for Lockdown Design and SEO, and I'm answering this question from an SEO forum. Question goes, what would stop somebody from making a automated bot to click on your search results and boost that search result in Google? Boosting your website in Google by the means of using bots to do click through and then perhaps even peruse through your site. Okay, excellent question. I'm sure a lot of people have thought this. I know that there are even services out there that do things like this. Now, what I saw in this forum post is people said that they actually bought some of these, clicks and click-throughs from this particular service, and it had no effect on their rankings. Their rankings did not go up whatsoever. Now, the reason why this doesn't work and why this is a waste of time. Google has the ability to tell what real user signals are from bots. The way that bots operate, it's very hard to make them replicate an actual human being using the site. Now, Google seems to, in the last 18 months or so, really stepped up their game as far as being able to read real user signals. And I will tell you a few reasons why I believe this is so. Okay, for one, you will notice more so than ever before in the past, sites that have superior design, site that is objectively better designed, has better user experience and things like this, seems to outperform their competitors. So this is one reason why I say design is a competitive advantage and a very big part of SEO, and you cannot separate design from SEO. They are part of the same thing. All right, so another reason, Google does not want to use any signals which can be manipulated easily with a bot or a service or a Fiverr gig, or having people from different places click on stuff or do certain things. They want to get a wide range of data that filters out any of this noise or any of this bot activity or even any human activity that is not natural. They want to look at larger data sets and the pattern of behavior over an extended period of time. So in the past, say like 8-10 years ago, you could do things with a web page to make it increase in search rank, such as change the density of keywords on the page. At that time, a decade ago, these were still things that were influential on it, but their engineers have become increasingly sophisticated with what they want to track and the data that they have to be able to measure these things. So what I'm saying is they not only look at the words on the page, but through the natural language API, they have a good understanding of what is being said on the page. They look for different entities that are interconnected with what's on the page. The thing that really makes this work and why they are a superior search engine to Bing or Yahoo or DuckDuckGo or any of these other competitors right now is they use real user signals to finalize what they're going to rank. So things that have these positive user signals over time are going to outrank things that are equal in every other way, but perhaps are being presented in a different way. So this is the reason why a bot network or buying bot clicks or bot views or even using people on something like Fiverr or these types of services is not going to work in the long run, because Google is going to look at these things as an anomaly in the pattern if they don't fit the long-term pattern of what's happening on your page. Now, what are things that you should invest in instead of trying to gimmick stuff up or trying to game the system? Well, first, you have to have the right content on the page. A lot of people, teaching SEO and learning SEO is not super complicated. Google is looking to match the best content to specific queries, meaning, does this get people to the goal that we think that they're trying to accomplish? So a lot of their advances using BERT, their understanding of natural language, sentence syntax, question syntax, they're able to kind of make a really good educated guess along with these big data sets about what people are trying to find, and then they finalize that decision using real user data to say, like, yes, our guess is right, or no, our guess is wrong as to what people are looking for when they type in this query. Plus they have changes to their algorithm that have happened in the last 3 or 4 years to target queries that they've never seen before, so they can actually target queries that are emerging things and don't have this long pattern of statistical data. So all this works together to say if you're just clicking using bots or whatever to click on stuff, it's not going to work. Any signal that can be manipulated is a bad signal. Any signal that you can manipulate with a bot or a Fiverr gig is a bad signal. Enough people have to be real users that get to their goal on your page and either find the information they're looking for, or able to finalize a transaction, or make a conversion, or book an appointment, or whatever it is that they're trying to do connected to that specific search query. So just merely clicking through to the site, and even if you spend time on that page or go to another page, I don't want to say that they don't use bounce rate, but they've said several Google reps have been rather animate in saying bounce rate it's not a good signal, it's a messy signal, it's a signal that can be gamed. So I don't believe that they really use it, and we've talked about this in videos before, but bounce rate is no indication of whether people actually got to the goal that they were trying to get to. So what should you do? Again, with SEO, write content on the page for the query, put the things that are going to be useful to users, things that people that are real users trying to do that query, what would they expect to find, what would be useful to them, and good design, loads fast, things like this, of course, but also, continue to build your brand, make your brand look like a large brand, do things for lead generation that large brands would do that can be measured by Google online, and then also continue to get links to your page. I mean, this is a clear indication. Getting links from article farms or places that sell links, or link selling places, these are not good indications. Google can pretty much suss those out, that those are link farms, article farms, whatever, private blog networks or whatever. But if you get real coverage from real places that they would expect to see it, trusted brands that link to you, that's going to be a good signal. So if you do those 4 or 5 things, you're going to be doing excellently at SEO. And I'll throw this last one in again, I'll repeat it tons of times, but look at individual things at a page-by-page basis. Yes, overall your site needs to load fast, have links, have good design, but if you're talking about the content on individual pages that are targeting keyword sets, look at what's working, or what appears to be what people are looking for when they're typing in those keywords, and you can ascertain that by looking at the search engine results pages. Now, if you look at doing SEO on a page-by-page basis, individual pages, and pay attention to what people appear to want to find on those pages, you're going to knock it out of the park, and you're going to do excellently at SEO. So I hope this answers this question, why bots and buying things like Fiverr gigs are not going to have this big positive effect on SEO, and you're much better off trying to do things the right way and the legitimate way to grow your brand and improve your SEO. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockedown Design and SEO. I'm here about every 3 days making videos on SEO, or 3 days a week, I should say. I'm making videos on SEO. Would love to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we are nearly there, so go ahead and subscribe. That's it for now. Until next time, peace.